Welcome to the first tutorial for your assessment task 2, the project, case study and report. So this is directly from our LMS, as you can see here on the screen, and I'm just scrolling down to the tasks. So the first task is part A, the contract, the draft contract, which you need to complete. And then of course task 2, which is part B, the written report and the contract review. As discussed in session 1 and explained to you the overview of your particular assessment task, this particular project, the case study and the scenario is very important and applies to both parts of this assignment. So make sure you have read that and fully understood what is expected from you and what the case study entails, because without that you cannot complete this assignment. So we will focus today on the draft contract, the first part. Alright, so this is the overview here, as you can see here. So you need to prepare a draft contract agreement for supply of goods, which clearly outlines all aspects of the enterprise performance criteria, which are the KPIs, for one of the successful negotiated suppliers, either the fruit and vegetable or the dairy supplier. Attach an outline relating to the key legislative requirements you have considered for this draft contract and where you would seek advice for any of the particulars you were not sure about. So today we are focusing on the first part, which is about the draft contract, and I'm just opening here the Word document, as you can see here. Just opening in a second. So while this is opening here, I recommend strongly that you download your Word document and draft contracts as soon as possible. Alright, I'm just making it a little bit smaller. Alright. Just 1 second. Okay, so this is the draft contract here, where the case study sits. Alright, the background information, we have discussed that in class already. Here is the task outlined, and I'm going to scroll down to the first part, so just bear with me, which is researching and finding your particular template for an agreement for supply of goods. So here, this is 1C. Prepare your final draft contract. Supply of goods and services between your hotel and of course your selected supplier. So as you can see, we're looking at this first because here you really need to establish and find and research the templates of the particular agreement or contract. So there's many templates out in the market or in the internet, therefore. So I have provided some samples, which I will show you in a few minutes, which you also can use and which you need to go through, read through, and to make sure that it meets all the criteria which are based for a supply of goods and services, or for an agreement for supply of goods. Alright? So highlighted here in yellow are all the key aspects which are in the draft contract. So you can also refer back to your topic on the LMS, which talks also about the requirements for a contract. In particular, the contract needs to be based here in Australia, New South Wales, because it's between our hotel or your hotel as the food and beverage manager and the local supplier. So it can't be just from another country because of legal requirements. So you need to research and find suitable templates for the draft contract for supply of goods, which of course is based in Australia to meet all the terms and conditions, right? Including the statement of work and the KPIs, which the next tutorials will be about, which will constitute the main content of this particular contract. So you must make sure that you find and research a contract template, a draft contract template, all right, which meets all these criteria. Now, I suggest that you might ask at your workplace what maybe some templates they have in place or they're using for the suppliers. If you can get your hands on the templates, not on the real contract. Of course, these are sensitive informations which nobody wants to give out, of course, privacy issues, but many organizations have templates, right? Or you also go online and do a little bit research. Yes, here you can use Google Research, but be very particular that you really need to look for an agreement supply of goods, all right? And it's not a contract about something else, so quite specific. And you will see when I show you the templates and samples how that might look like. All right, but if you're going to use a particular template, you're going to show me in class. All right, when we see each other next time for your workshop, so each of you need to show me the research draft contract templates they want to use for this assignment. I will have a look at it and I will give you advice if you can use it or not. And if it's something different, you must quote reference where you have that information from, otherwise it can't be used. Okay, so this is very important that you understand. Okay. The way you then will submit it is very clear here. All right. Once a draft contract is completed, you will attach that to the assessment task as a separate document in Word format. Your name, underscore, the unit code, underscore A1c / draft contract. So it's very clear from who it is and how it has been prepared. Alright, I'm going to close this one and I'm going to show you some samples which also you can find on the LMS under LRA lesson, which is the tutorial here, which will be uploaded once this is finished. But here you can see the document supporting. So here's like a standard terms and condition, Australian goods purchase orders. So I recommend you open this one and have a look at that, what kind of terms and conditions apply to good purchases, which is pretty much what we also do. Then there is a sample agreement for supply of goods from Low Life Australia, again giving you a little bit an insight how a contract looks like and what are the key contents. And here's a full template of a supplier of goods, agreement for supplier of goods by Baxter. Baxter is an Australian company in the healthcare industry. Have a look at that template, which is quite substantial, and particularly looking at the terms and conditions. So that's another option you can also use for your draft contract. All right. So this is the first tutorial for this particular assessment task, all right, which entails very clearly what we need to do for our upcoming workshop next session, which you need to bring in and show me what kind of draft contract or template you plan to use for this assignment, which is the 1C part. Okay, finding or researching relevant draft contract template for an agreement for supply of goods. Thank you and see you next week. Bye bye.